Good morning, parents. My name is Teacher Winston, and I would like to give you a brief summary of your Primary 1 and Primary 2 students who have just joined Team Student Care and just joined Brickworks for Robotics. Okay, to be able to frame your mind about the curriculum, I want to begin with the end in mind. Okay, firstly, Robotics has two arms. First, building the robot. Secondly is programming that non-living thing. So don't be confused with coding. Coding is just go do that programming. It's on the computer. They don't need to download that program into the robot to move. So let's begin with the end in mind. This is my competition class where they really have to build that robot and then they program it to solve missions. So this is the robot that they are going to bring to the competition.
I have to build it?
So you have to build it in 25 minutes.
I built it in 25 minutes!
Okay, so can you see that there's kind of like a door here,
Ow!
and then hey guys, can you just keep it down, please?
Okay.
Okay, so they've got to build this. So at primary 1 or at elementary 1, can you see it's quite complex, alright? So they need to build as many things as possible. Hey guys, can you keep it down, please? Sorry. They need to build as many as possible, and then at primary 2 they build as many as possible from memory. That's primary 2. When they go for the games, they need to finish building this in 25 minutes or 20 minutes so that they have more time for programming. And then this thing is a non-living thing. It's got motors and everything. They got to use it to solve problems and solve missions. But I'll leave that kind of briefing for much later. So allow me to bring. They just finished their class. Allow me to bring you to their classroom. There's no one here already. So this is where they are. So today they had the opportunity to build a scooter that can move. There's a motor underneath here. A scooter. So this is about 70 parts. It's honestly quite difficult for them already. I don't think they finished building today. How many of them finished building today? No, they finished. This is Teacher Victor who is assisting me. Say hi.
Oh, hi.
Okay. So it's honestly quite difficult. They will take about 2 to 3 weeks to finish building this. For the past few weeks, they've been building things that are much simpler compared to this. So therefore, to help them in their process, they are actually given a manual to build, and the manual is colored. So we can see here it's actually colored, very, very big. So you got different kinds of parts that will help them to gain exposure to the different kinds of parts of robots that they actually have. As you can see, it's not very straightforward like Lego. You've got everything that's rectangular, everything is one color, but everything here is literally bent. Everything here is bent, as you can see. Rather complicated, as you can see, and there are sensors here as well. In Lego there are no sensors. And then at the end of the day, they need to build this up, as you can see. Okay, so in this particular lesson, Victor and I are actually very, very strict in terms of their behavior because I like to use robotics to teach character building and personality. So children nowadays in primary 1 especially, they're very loose with their tongue and they pick up things from school like you stupid, you go and die, you go to hell, or this kind of stuff is actually quite common. So to feel good about themselves, they actually put other people down, and if this becomes a culture in the class, then the class is literally gone. So I'm very, very strict on that. I hope you don't mind that if they do that, like, hey, I finished building first, you lousy, you go and die lah. It happens all the time. I really cut that out in my class because I love to use this to teach them a little bit of mutual respect. Because when they start going for games, each team has 3. One person is timekeeper, one person is the builder, one person is the programmer. If they don't like the other person because he's a girl, or don't like the other person because of whatever reason, then they don't have a chance to join. They don't have a chance to come to my class. Values are actually very important for me in my class. So in the entire process of building, you can actually see some of them actually get frustrated in the building process. And they flip the robot. They flip the book. They tear the book. So it's actually a very, very difficult process. Some of them just mess up the entire table, throw everything all around, just to get very, very irritated. So this is the process that your children go through in the class. Coming nearer to the end of the term, I actually have a parents workshop where your children will show you what to do, your children will teach you what to do, especially in term 4 when we've got programming coming in, and then you'll get a better feel of what it's all about. So the main purpose of my video to you right now is to actually share with you what your children are doing, what your children are building, because generally I would say more than half of the parents would think that this is just play lah, okay lah, masak go and play, it's fine, but it's actually very, very difficult. That's why I actually have a parents class at the end of the year to actually help you to get an exposure to that. So I look forward to continue teaching your children. Some of them are difficult to teach because they're very playful, but at this age it's very normal. Some of them have very, very strong interest and they really want to do it well, and you can see that. Other than that, I'm very excited to impart the entire process of building and programming. So I look forward to seeing you and your children next few weeks. See you. Bye.